once in...
Oz, reveal thyself! Think you can get away? Here we go! Ha! Yeah! Ha! 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 Yahoo! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Flame! Insulation chamber. Yes, just like that. This will be more than enough to assassinate Varka. I'm going to assassinate Varka. I need ideas for assassinating the Grand Master. I went over this with Alice a long while ago. She stands with me and has even offered several ideas on how I might take him out. Of all her suggestions, this one seemed the most promising. Bring a full cart of Mondstadt's newest dandelion wine all the way here, and then, before Varka's very eyes, tip the entire cart over the cliff. Perhaps the monumental, overwhelming grief will make him collapse, or go drown himself in whatever other wine he can find.
That doesn't sound like it'll work. Wait, no! Don't even think about doing something so horrible.
When writing a novel, the author, naturally, seeks to be as extravagant as possible, especially when writing detective novels. If the opening lacks a striking turn, how is the rest of the plot meant to unfold? Alas, this will be my final attempt at writing detective novels. Oh, I suppose they call them crime novels in Inazuma. In any case, they all tell of crime. There's hardly a meaningful distinction. I also discussed it with Barbie, but our novel writing sessions always evolve into crime planning sessions. Methods of crime and puzzles of deduction. We have explored plenty of those, yet the plot would not advance. The Angel Killer case. Try as they might, the culprit remained elusive. The desperate detective rushed into the crowd, then shouted the revered names of the 4 great rulers at the sky. Whoosh! Pitter-patter. Boom! Detective and murderer reduced to ash.
What kind of writing is that? Doesn't that leave no room for deduction at all?
Of course there is. It was only through painstaking deduction that the detective finally discovered the names of the 4 great rulers, learning also that shouting them at the sky would inevitably reduce one to ash. My point exactly. Simply deducing who the culprit is has become dreadfully unoriginal. The subject of one's deductions must be something more creative. I even thought of having a Seelie detective, an angel who, longing to become a detective, became a Seelie, and by some twist of fate, ended up as a detective's assistant. All Seelies love to guide people, so this one went about leading the detective from case to case. I found the idea rather interesting. Come to think of it, the Seelie detective and the Angel Killer case seem far more interesting than assassinating the Grand Master. Never mind, guess I'll move on to work on that idea then. It's precisely because I overthink every little detail that I've lost interest in continuing. Not to mention the mountain of words I'll have to write. The very thought of penning all those words. Oh, what a hassle. And I can't even get a ghostwriter for this one. I'll just work on the angel killer case instead. But how might the detective deduce the truth? Perhaps he could have a conveniently informative dream. Silly detective. Hold on. Why not have the Seelie guide that detective to assassinate the Grand Master instead?
Where did
The route for this
Grandmaster
patrol.
Varka sneak off to this time?
Mika? Mika!
Coming, Grandmaster!
Take this letter to the Ratnik headquarters. I've included all the specific tasks and required maps inside. This letter is to be delivered to Miss Neffer at the Curatorium of Secrets. You know how to deliver it. This letter is to be delivered to Mondstadt. There's nothing urgent in there. It can wait. Depart immediately and maintain communication using the same methods and frequency as before. Finally, stay safe on the road. Danger pops up? Run. Can't run fast enough? Shout for help. And if shouting's not enough, run and shout at the same time.
Yes, Grandmaster.
The show begins! We'll need a strategy. Allow me to... It is from Neffer. She sure dialed up the charm, huh? Sounds like the payout could be huge, though. Let's head to the Curatorium and check it out!
Taking shelter and listening to the rain cleanse the earth makes me feel safe. Like being home. Huh?
Repairs complete. It was just an old circuit, nothing serious.
Such remarkable efficiency, Miss Inefa. If it weren't for you, this streetlight would have had me stumped. If it had proven beyond fixing, I may have had to take my own lantern and hang it in its place.
Aino previously proposed a solution. She said she could train the Ratniki so they'd have the basic knowledge to perform simple tasks, like repairing circuits. That way, you wouldn't need to inform Aino every time a streetlight goes out and then wait in the dark until I arrive to repair it.
Yes and no. Strictly speaking, maintaining the brightness of the lights has been their traditional role. Before the use of Kuvaki became widespread, the streetlights were powered by regular oil. Back then, people were needed to light and extinguish the flames. Because of how dangerous said streets were at night, the Ratniki took on this role. They already carried lanterns, in any case, and were adept at using them while fighting. But as I'm sure you've already noticed, the current streetlights are powered by Kuvaki, and it's not so easy to light or extinguish them using traditional means. Because of this, whenever a light goes out nowadays, all I can do is stand here helplessly and wait for a professional to come along and solve the problem.
Aino organized an engineering seminar, but all the Ratniki made excuses to leave halfway through. They said things like, "I have an urgent task," or "I need to go on patrol," or "It's time for me to make a report."
I didn't leave. It is, after all, disrespectful to the host to leave a seminar early.
True, but the biscuits you brought were too much of a distraction for Aino. She stopped teaching completely. And then I was so busy trying to stop her from eating that I could not take over the seminar. So please, the next time you attend a class of any kind, don't bring anything sweet that might attract Aino's attention. And don't bring any toys either.
I promise I won't.
Please say it in full. The last time you promised not to bring anything sweet, you brought a toy, and Aino was completely unable to continue.
I promise I won't bring anything sweet, any toys, or anything else that might unduly divert Miss Aino's attention.
That's better. I'll notify you when she next holds an engineering class. For now, I have to pick some laka berries for her. Goodbye.
Traveler, do you know of anything else besides sweet treats, toys, and small fluffy animals that might keep Miss Aino quiet for a while? Half an hour shall suffice. A companion? Oh, that is inspired. Perhaps I should ask Miss Nefer if she can send Miss Yehoda to accompany me. Naturally. The only reason I wish to ask Miss Yehoda to attend is that if I am to swim in the great ocean of knowledge, I'd very much like someone else to enjoy Miss Aino's educational ablutions. Considering the strength of Miss Yehoda's relationship with the two of you, I believe she would be the perfect candidate to go with me.
is clear again. We should be able to see the moon tonight.
Save me. Save.
I know! What you doing? Oh, hey! Perfect timing! I'm playing again. Oh no, she did! Here.
Save me.
This is Anafa's favorite game, but she's calling for help. Oh, that's just for fun. Here, watch this. Anafa! Time to go home!
No. I want to keep playing. Save me.
Hello? Anyone here?
Ah, you got here even earlier than I expected. That should give us just enough time to go over some details before the opening ceremony. How about a cup of tea first? I'm sure it was a long trip. Now tell me, Traveler in Paimon, have you heard of the Nodcry Trade Expo?
Nope.
A long time ago, back before Nasha Town even had that name, this place was essentially one giant black market. With no administrative oversight, trade that was prohibited elsewhere was fair game here. So this place began to attract business from all over Teyvat. Over time, more and more people settled here, and what was once a black market became what is now Nasha Town. The spirit of free trade has been a local staple ever since. Hence, the Nodcry Trade Expo was born.
So, is it like a business convention?
In a sense, it's an annual tradition once the shipping routes open up. The expo offers a chance to trade without restrictions. In other words, it's the biggest legal black market in all of Teyvat. Yes, the Voynich Guild is organizing the event, and that comes with a lot of responsibilities. Normally, I would let Yehoda handle most of the work, but this year, it might prove too much for her to manage on her own. Something tells me we'll have a lot of big names in attendance this time. Working with VIP clients takes someone with the right experience and connections. Hence why I think Yehoda might need a helping hand.
Oh, so that's where the Traveler comes in.
Exactly. I was hoping you could help her with participant coordination. I don't know if I'd put it quite like that. I'm just interested in playing to people's strengths. In addition, I think you'll find the compensation to be quite to your satisfaction. So, are you in? Confident. I like it. This is exactly why I chose everyone's favorite globe-trotting hero for this job. I do have one special request, as the one offering this commission. In principle, the Nodcry Trade Expo is a platform for commerce with no restrictions. That said, the Guild does have one line that is not to be crossed. I'll need you to help make sure all participants are clear on this unspoken rule. As long as everyone complies, the expo should go off without a hitch. No violence at the expo. The Guild has pledged to ensure the safety of all sellers and buyers in attendance.
Violence? Whoa! That wasn't even on Paimon's radar! Just because it's legal doesn't change the fact that this is still a black market, huh?
If that line is crossed, the event will descend into chaos. Of course, mediating such situations might prove complicated. So if you ever want my judgment on the matter, just come find me. The expo is being held on the shoreline to the southeast of Nasha Town. Yehoda is working on setting up the booths as we speak. She'll be able to provide details on the participants as well. All right, I suppose I'll leave you to it then.
Yep, we got this!
If you find yourself in a tricky situation, just come find me.
honey.
Where'd that guy run off to?
It all adds up.
Ad Astra.
No more lies.
I can't believe it's not just the Moonglow fireflies. Even cats can get eaten.
Yerva. Make sure you keep a close eye on Pavlov the next time you take him for a walk.
Don't worry so much. Pavlov's a lot bigger than a cat. Besides, they're just plants. What's the worst they could do?
I remember a certain fresh-faced adventurer saying something similar, right before coming face to face with a hexadecatonic mandragora.
Hexadecatonic mandragora. Awesome!
Yeah. Oh. What are you all hollering about, huh? Paimon heard the commotion from miles away. Is this some sort of class?
Yep, it sure is. Linnea's telling us all about her recent findings.
Of course. Please take a seat. Since we're on the subject of hexadecatonic mandragoras, there's another notable variety of plant that can be found near Void Sea Outlook.
You must mean Winter Ice Leia.
Spot on! I'm talking about Winter Icely.
Hey, Yerva, that's cheating! Linnea didn't even finish asking.
Sorry, I got carried away and jumped the gun. Don't worry, there'll be plenty more questions to answer. Right, Linnea?
Enough for everyone! Get your answers at the ready, and you'll all have the chance to earn yourselves a sugar sculpture. Ooh, a sweet, sweet sugary reward! Come on, Traveler, this is our time to shine. Right, back to the topic at hand. There's actually an interesting story about Winter Icely. Legend has it that this plant held a deep connection to the King of Winter Icely. Now, the King of Winter Icely had a brother, whose own symbolic plant is something you should all be very familiar with. Can anyone tell me what it is? Correct! The answer is midsummer berries.
Midsummer berries! All I know is Katya and Aino both make delicious midsummer tort.
Midsummer berries are the symbol of the King of Midsummer Oak, brother to the King of Winter Icely. Legend has it that these two twins have been fighting since birth. They each take turns killing the other, only to be resurrected once more. Each rules their own season, with this cycle of death and rebirth continuing until the end of time.
That's so sad. Despite being connected by blood. Katya once told me good relationships have nothing to do with blood. Sometimes it's precisely those connections that cause conflict to arise.
How very perceptive of you. You're right, of course. That's exactly what the scholars of Snezhnaya think the story represents. What's more, due to Winter Icely's hardiness and resistance to the cold, it's also considered to be a symbol of the Light Keepers.
The leaves will keep their promise. Paimon's heard that saying before.
It's a very old saying, and hardly anyone still uses it nowadays. I'm surprised you're even aware of it.
We're seasoned adventurers, which means we're... What was it again? Oh yeah! Well-traveled and well-read.
The Light Keepers. They're the ones who dress in black, right? Are they also hardy and resistant to the cold? But their clothes look so warm. If they really are so resistant, couldn't they wear a bit less?
You've got it all muddled up. What Linnea means is that, just like Winter Icely, the Light Keepers stand tall in the face of hardships as fierce as the icy wind.
Wonderful! Your interpretation is spot on. But let me ask, how did you arrive at that understanding?
Helga sent me a handbook, all the way from Fontaine. She told me about the language of flowers. Now all the flowers of Fontaine have their own secret meanings. I think if Winter Icely has a meaning, it must be something like... unbending. Or maybe the courage to persevere until the end.
Well, someone's clearly learning to draw inferences. Well done! And Miko, you may have approached it from a very different angle, but your sense of logic is certainly interesting. Let's see if you two can answer this next one.
Ask away! No question's too hard for the traveler.
Such confidence! In that case, I'll ask you one of my hardest. Why do nocturnal blossoms come in both red and blue? That's certainly a novel answer. But unfortunately, no. That's incorrect.
Alright, so what's the answer? Nocturnal blossoms aren't the only things we've seen in Notcry that are red and blue. Come to think of it, we've seen red and blue stuff all over the place. If you're asking about the one thing that stands out most about Notcry... Hey! Stop trying to explain everything away with the power of Kuvaki. There's no way the answer's gonna be as obvious as that.
You're correct!
What? Seriously?
It's common knowledge for those of us who live in Notcry, but not so much for adventurers visiting from afar. So, in context, I suppose it could be considered a tricky problem? But you weren't fooled by the question at all. It looks like you're on the path to becoming a real stellar adventurer. All right, that's it for today. All the students who answered a question can have a sugar sculpture!
Huh? Wait a second! Don't tell Paimon that she's the only one who doesn't get any candy! If Paimon had known, she'd have answered more questions! Even if she'd have probably gotten them all wrong.
Don't worry, don't worry. You'll get yours too. You and the Traveler are a team, just like Lumi and me.
Well, Miss Linnea really is the best teacher ever. Oh.
There's another legend that claims the opposing colors of the nocturnal blossom represent two sisters from the Frost Moon Scions.
Do they kill each other too? I noticed that lots of stories have siblings who end up killing each other. What's up with that? We're not like that in the Conch Gang.
Hey!
Let Linnea finish the story, will you? I bet the sisters make up in the end. Right? Otherwise, why would people use the nocturnal blossom with its two flowers joined together to represent them? I hope they make up in the end.
Fresh out of the oven. Come and try them.
Linnea's always dashing up to here, there, and everywhere. But she still makes time to share her knowledge with us. I've learned a lot from her, and I'm grateful for that.
The people here somehow seem even freer than those in Mondstadt.
Hey, Wilma! We're here to visit. Yeah, boxes piled up everywhere, some of them opened up, loose items strewn all over the floor. Huh, isn't this supposed to be a library? Look, Llama's over there talking to a weasel thief. What are they plotting this time? Let's go see.
Be that as it may, we don't have any urgent excavation work for you at the moment, so please, stop digging holes all over the place, all right? That's a good child. Here, this Mora is for you.
That's the weasel thief from last time, right? What was Llama saying? Have they found another relic?
Hello there, traveler, Paimon. Welcome to the library. Is there anything I can help you with? No. I was just giving the little one a bit of a stern warning. It's been getting a little overexcited lately, and it's starting to bother the community. Its passion for treasure hunting has only grown since we retrieved the lunar semblance. It comes to me all the time, asking when the next treasure hunt will be. I keep repeating that we now have more than enough documents and relics in our library to occupy our research. But alas... Yes, but it doesn't quite understand what constitutes a relic, so it simply digs up anything that seems valuable and drops it off here. It has at least promised me that it won't go digging around again, but there's already a big backlog of items from previous digs. There's no way around it. I'll just have to go through and sort them, one by one. Sorry, you two. I'm afraid I won't be able to accompany you on your sightseeing today. Now then, what's in this box again? Now,
Did I put that?
Children should not be exposed to such nonsensical...
Can't hide the truth.
Invest in your future by purchasing your very own subscriptions.
It all adds up. A wolf, once wild and free, now bridled like a horse. Not much of a threat. Although, to be fair to her, She was once in the same line of work as Yehuda. Better stay on my guard just in case.
It's at times like...
Add astro... Add astro...
This is where Nefer said the expo should be.
let me think. Yeah! Let's go with this. We can't keep changing the setup.
Where are the goods being stored? You still haven't told us.
And what's the guild's cut on transactions this year?
Sorry, one question at a time, please. Oh, I should have just stuck to cat wrangling.
Hey, Yehuda!
Traveler! Paimon! Sorry. I've got kind of a line here.
Don't worry. We're not here to pile more work on you.
Really? Boss Neff, you absolute lifesaver! I'm seriously drowning over here. Oh, you two are doing me a huge favor.
Never asked us to handle participant coordination. So, how can we help?
Let me think. Oh, right. There are still 3 participants that haven't checked in. At least I think it was 3. Ugh, come on, Yehuda. Get a grip. I'm not forgetting anything. Am I?
Looks like Yehuda's doing her freaking out face again.
Sorry. There's just so much to keep track of.
Let's start with the basics then. What does participant coordination involve? Exactly.
It's things like registering all the participants, verifying their goods, showing them to their booths. Oh, and if any disputes break out between them, it's your job to mediate.
Got it!
We're still waiting on the sellers for these last 3 booths. One's reserved for Aino, but as for the other 2, they're both big deal clients from abroad. The kind of people we really don't want to offend, so be extra careful around them, okay?
Hey, the Traveler's got this. What's the worst that could happen?
You don't get it. One of them's the captain of some mercenary fleet sailing the high seas, and the other's a top dog in the criminal underworld. Getting on their bad sides, 100% a no-go. If something goes wrong, let's hope that's a big if, don't engage. Just tell him you work for Boss Neff.
Alright. You have a bunch of work still, right? Leave the Merc Captain and Gangster Buzz to us.
Oh, lifesavers, the both of you. Not cry hot dogs are on me later, I promise. And whatever else you want. Anyway, I'm guessing the two sellers I just mentioned are caught up with lodging or cargo. You should be able to find them at these addresses. I'd get over there pronto if I were you. People like that don't take well to be kept waiting. Oh, and tell Ino to bust a move, would you? The booth I'm saving for her is in a prime location. If she doesn't come claim it, the other participants are gonna start asking questions.
Just what will we...
One at a time.
Is this?
Actually, this is the second ship in our fleet. The Alcor's back home patrolling Guyun Stone Forest.
Beidou! The infamous Merc Captain who sails the high seas!
Yeah. We've met, remember? What's with all the pomp and circumstance?
It's a long story.
Well, no sense standing around. Take a seat, tell me all about it. I'll have my men roll out the welcome mat. Ah, I see. So you know the head honcho of the curatorium, huh? Your network of connections is something else, that's for sure.
Right. We need a record of who's participating in the expo and what you're planning to trade.
Well, mark down me and a few crew members as participants. The rest will stay on the ship. As for what we're trading, take a look.
What is it?
A while ago, Ningguang revamped the Guizhong Ballista. The beauty you see here is one of her new and improved models. It has insane firepower and comes complete with remote guidance for accurate striking even at long distances. I just know people are gonna be fighting to get their hands on it.
Are you sure you're allowed to sell stuff like this?
Don't worry. Compared to the model the Milleleft's using, this one might as well be an antique.
Never wasn't kidding when she said no restrictions, huh?
Oh, I'm sure someone will bite. Buyers from all over Teyvat will be in attendance, after all.
Yelan?
Ah, sorry. I was so busy with the cargo, I forgot to mention that Yelan was aboard.
No worries. You here for the expo too, Yelan?
No, I'm just here for work. Captain Beidou was kind enough to lend me a ride, so no need to register me with the expo. Anyway, it's been a while, traveler. If you get the chance, be sure to pass along my regards to the head of the curatorium. The sensitive kind.
Sounds like our cue to stop asking questions, doesn't it?
Well, I'll be off then. Once I'm done with this, drinks are on me.
About time! I've been itching to see Nod cry from the bottom of a bottle.
Alright, that's it for registration. Follow us, and we'll take you to the venue.
So, this is the place, huh? Not a bad spot. When you've got some time, come help me test the remote guidance on this thing. It's a real thrill. You'll love it.
One at a time.
Hey, you two!
Traveler, Paimon, hello.
We're helping out Nefer with some expo stuff, and we heard the Krumkake craft shop is taking part.
Correct. Aino is just doing a final round of debugging on her Thwack and Smack defense bots.
Oh! Is that her submission for the expo?
Yes. Moles and other small creatures often steal from the craft shop, so Aino designed a defense bot based off of them to protect this place. Upon further testing, these bots turned out to be highly effective, so she decided to perform some upgrades and bring them to the expo.
Wait! So Aino is actually gonna trade one of her bots?
Not exactly. With the exception of a few special orders, Aino rarely sells her finished products. What she's trading at the expo is the blueprint, not the finished product.
Oh! So, are you guys ready to head over then? Yehoda asked us to speed things along a bit. She's saving a super good spot for you, and she's worried people are gonna start asking questions.
I told her I need to finish debugging first. There's no point in rushing or I'll have nothing to trade.
Oh! Paimon's never seen Aino this serious before.
The craft shop is experiencing a severe shortage of funds. Aino is hoping the expo will improve our financial situation, so she's being extra thorough.
Where'd all the money go? Some kind of expensive research?
Negative. It's our dessert funds that are lacking. We have had at least 47 cases where excess dessert purchases have led to a shortage of research funds. As such, I decided to split up our research and dessert budgets. Aino is forbidden from dipping into one to transfer to the other. And not too long ago, she cleaned out the entire dessert budget for this month.
All right, done. Thwack and Whack defense bots, do me proud.
Looks like we can head over now.
This looks like a good spot for the demo platform.
This new bot looks pretty interesting, I know.
Swing by and try it out whenever you want. It'll blow your mind. I just know it.
Thanks for the help.
No problem. Oh, and for registration, is it just gonna be you two?
I will be participating, but there is no need to register, I know. She doesn't like to be around a lot of people. Once the expo starts, she'll head straight back to the craft shop.
Oh, good point. The flagship. Guess this participant decided to figure out lodging first.
Partner, Paimon.
Navia! It's been forever!
You got that right. Representing the Spina di Rosula, of course.
Top dog of the criminal underworld. Yeah, that checks out.
Is that my new nickname? I'm not opposed. It's kind of snazzy.
It's great that we found you. We're working a commission to help with participant registration right now. You know, goods verification, stuff like that.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, take a seat. I ordered a whole bunch of food. Clorand and Chevreuse went to unpack some things, but should be back in a sec. Oh, speak of the devil.
Talking about us?
Clorand! Chevreuse! You're here too!
Nodcry is a chaotic and dangerous place. Considering the Spina's importance to Fontaine, the last thing we need is for something to happen to its president.
I do find it nice to travel with friends, but come on, look who you're talking to. What's the worst that could happen?
With that nonchalant attitude, it's anybody's guess.
Fair enough. Guess you can mark down our champion duelist here as my bodyguard.
Gang boss and her bodyguard. Got it. Should we mark you down for the expo too, Chivrous?
No need. I'm here on official business. A lot of our recent cases have had ties to Nodcry.
And that's Paimon's cue to butt out. Oh, one more thing. What's the Spina planning to trade at the expo?
Oh, this right here. It's one of the Fontaine Research Institute's newest inventions. It's a kind of relay system that allows the user to unleash Numa and Usia energy in battle.
So it's a weapon?
Of course. At a market with no legal oversight like this one, weapons are gonna be the first to go.
Guess so. Still, bragging about not having to follow the law in front of Chivrous feels wrong.
I don't mind. I've read quite a bit about lawless territories and crime novels before. As a detective, I know that I'll need to put the rules aside for now if I want to get things done here. And on that note, I should get to work. I've got patrol members waiting on me.
Well, ready to head over to the venue? Just follow us!
All right, let's get this show on the road. I want to get a bit of shopping in as well. Wow, it's even bigger than I expected. I'm hoping more people will show up, though.
It'll get busier once things kick off. Still, looks like Yehoda needs a lot of help.
Well, Clarand and I are all set up for now. Be sure to stop by our booth when you get a chance.
The 3 participants that Yehoda mentioned are all set now. Let's go give her an update.
Hey, what was that for?
Just shut up and move along. This spot is mine now.
It's the lady in charge. We were just setting up our booth and she's trying to take it from us. A troublemaker, huh? The expo announcement spells it out clear as day. All forms of violence are strictly prohibited. Read it and weep, Buster. Oh, I've been wanting to talk tough like that for ages. Should be enough to scare off a punk like him, no problem.
It's not like I wanted to hit anyone. It's just not fair.
What's that supposed to mean?
We all know the black market stuff is in the highest demand here. So how did these twerps get a spot selling these stupid toys? I did some digging, and guess what? Turns out these brats have connections in the Voynich Guild. Obviously, someone pulled a few strings to get them here. But me, I miss one stupid deadline, and that's when the rules start to matter? Give me a break.
Hey, we earned our place fair and square.
As if.
So, you're slinging out the easy targets, huh? That might work for you on the outside, but not here and not under my watch. These kids earned the right to be here, same as everyone else. Don't believe me? Take it up with the guild. We'll see who comes out on top.
Just you wait.
Who the heck was that?
Just some punk looking for a fight. But I scared him off without even lifting a finger. I'm still shaking. That was close. Almost had to pull the Never guard.
Well, he's lucky he decided to run off, or we'd have helped teach him a lesson.
all in a day's work. Anyway, knew I remembered you guys. Your guardian works for the guild, right? Was it again?
Auntie, are you all right?
I'm fine. Just got a little scrape when he pushed me.
I got caught up with something. I should have been here. I'm sorry.
Right! Ashvapati! The one man in the guild who wouldn't know profit if it hit him in the face. You get a spot in the most lucrative market in the world, and you're letting the kids use it to sell toys. No one else would even entertain that idea.
Well, the purpose of the expo is free trade, right? There's no rule that participants have to sell weapons.
No, but most people know what's gonna make real dough. Unlike a certain someone.
Ati, Neb, Rhea, head back to the booth. If anything else comes up, you call for me, okay? Don't be reckless.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
You two know your stuff.
Wait, what? Then why not make them look the part? They'll sell tons better that way.
If you were to leave your kids a gift, would you choose a toy or a weapon?
Well...
In any case, I'm not looking to make it big. I applied for the expo because the kids thought it would be fun. All I care about is them having a good time.
Fair enough. You're still gonna be busy with guild business though, right? Just a heads up. This might not be the safest place to leave the kids unattended.
I understand. A lot of children suffer because their parents are too consumed with work. It's unavoidable sometimes. But I want them to have better.
You know what? Don't even sweat it. I'll look out for them. What the heck are you doing, Yehoda?
Really? That would be amazing. What do you say to Miss Yehoda, you three?
Thank you, Miss Yehoda! pleasure. Just have them come find me if anything comes up.
Got it. I should get going then.
Wow! Way to step up, Yehoda!
I'm just looking out for some kids. How hard could it be? Then again, I bet I'll be swamped with disputes to settle once this thing gets rolling for real.
Relax! We'll help you out! Oh, also, we registered the last 3 participants. So, the expo can start now, right?
Wow, already? In that case, let me go get things ready for the grand opening. Talk to you later.
She really does have a lot on her shoulders.
Attention, everyone! Participant registration is now complete. On behalf of the Voynich Guild, I am pleased to announce that the Nod Cry Trade Expo is open for business.
Whoa! There are so many people here now that the expo's officially underway. Should we take a look around? Or maybe check in on our friends first?
Uh-oh. It's Lord Songima Bay. Oh, I wonder what we're in for this time. Well, hello. Is that the Traveler and our dearest Miss Expo Manager Yehoda? You're in luck. I'm offering a whole host of Expo exclusive discounts. Don't miss out.
Paimon's not remotely surprised to see Dory here. This event's practically made for her.
Yeah, she attends religiously every year. And she's always the seller who we get the highest number of complaints about. Complaints? Every single mora I make from this expo is 100% legitimate. I've never broken the rules, and my prices are entirely fair. If people regret their purchases and want to grumble about it behind my back, that's not my problem.
Paimon can hazard a guess as to why people might be complaining.
I know. And every dispute ends in your favor after you've peppered the buyer with 1,000,001 reasons why you're not in the wrong. It's just, could you maybe not find a way to send every single one of your customers complaining to me this time? I'm begging you, Lord Songema Bay, for me, please. How about this? A special opening sale just for Miss Yehoda. 50% off! In other words, I'll do my very best to keep the number of complaints down to no more than half of my customers. Sound good?
Jeez, what a bargain!
Works for me, I guess.